Chapter 2, Gilly, Where Shadows Take Shape, 2008. Time marched on, and Gilly had grown almost numb to the dorm's eerie happenings. The unexplainable whispers in the dead of night, the fleeting shadows that danced along the dimly lit hallways. She had learned to ignore them, convincing herself that bravery lay in indifference. Life carried on, or so it seemed. One weekend, as she indulged in her usual solitude, the doorbell shattered the silence. Gilly rushed to the door, her heart racing, not from excitement, but from the gnawing unease that had become her constant companion. Standing there was Father Pedro, his face a mask of calm authority. He informed her that a group of nuns would soon occupy the second floor, and all current residents were to relocate downstairs. Relief and apprehension warred within her. Sharing a room might bring comfort, she thought, or perhaps not. The following weekend, Gilly waited on the creaking swing outside, the rusted chains groaning with every sway. The air was thick with anticipation, and the setting sun cast long, ominous shadows across the dorm's facade. Clutching a library book she barely read, she kept glancing at the gate. When the truck finally arrived, its headlights pierced the growing darkness like twin eyes. She felt a chill that had nothing to do with the evening breeze. The nuns had arrived, and their presence heralded the dawn of a new chapter of terror. Gilly was assigned to room with Ma'am Grenda, affectionately called Ate Grenda by the dorm's residents. Her cheerful demeanor and nurturing presence were a balm to Gilly's frayed nerves. For the first time in months, Gilly fell asleep almost instantly. But peace was fleeting. In the early hours, a suffocating stillness enveloped the room. Gilly stirred, her eyes fluttering open to the sight of a shadowy figure standing between their beds. It wasn't Ate Grenda. This figure was taller than her, its height exaggerated in the dim light. Draped in a dark, flowing dress that seemed to swallow the surrounding shadows, its form was unnaturally rigid. Its features were indistinct, but the oppressive aura it emanated was unmistakable. It loomed there, silent and watchful, as though it had been waiting for her to wake. Panic surged through her veins. She turned to the wall, pulling the blanket over her trembling body like a fragile shield. Her breaths came in shallow gasps, her prayers a desperate whisper. The room seemed to close in around her, the air thick with an oppressive presence. And then the whisper came. It was low, guttural, and impossibly close. The hot breath against her ear sent a shiver down her spine. "Who are you? Who are you? Who are you?" it repeated, each word more insistent, more invasive. Tears streamed down her face, a mix of terror and despair. She wanted to scream, but fear had stolen her voice. Ate Grenda woke to Gilly's muffled sobs. Though she hadn't heard the whisper, the fear in Gilly's eyes was enough to chill her to the bone. When Gilly recounted what she had seen and heard, Ate Grenda's face paled. She had seen the figure before, but had kept the story to herself, hoping it was a figment of her imagination. Now, there was no denying it. The clock struck 4 a.m., and the two women lay awake, their shared fear a silent bond. The night stretched on, each minute an eternity, until the first rays of dawn finally broke the spell. But as dawn's pale light seeped through the curtains, Gilly remained shackled to her thoughts. The whisper echoed in her mind, relentless and intrusive. Who are you? Who are you? Who are you? The words seemed to burrow beneath her skin, unraveling her sense of self. Why were they asking her this? What did they want to know? She sifted through her memories, each moment now twisted with doubt and unease. Was it her growing comfort in solitude that had drawn their attention? Had her whispered prayers reached something beyond this world? Or had she unknowingly crossed a line she could never retrace? With every passing second, the question echoed louder, gnawing at her resolve, until she couldn't tell if it was her own thoughts or theirs. Her heart sank under the weight of guilt and dread, as though the blame lay somewhere within her. The dorm was supposed to be a refuge, but now it felt like a trap, a cage she couldn't escape. And amidst these dark thoughts, one question lingered above all. Could she ever truly feel safe here again?